Good morning and welcome to the new episode of Frontiers of Knowledge. Every day we are hearing about the merging of physical, digital, and biological worlds with the machines. And the artificial intelligence has become a catch-all description for replicating something which is inherently human. And it seems that man-made systems can perhaps function better, if not at least more efficiently, than our bodies and brains can do. Amazing. However, there has been a further research and there's a march towards quest for mimicking human characteristics and capabilities. And that quest, that march forward, is in ones and zeros, the binary numbers, the silicons and the substrates that form the vital systems of the modern machines. And then we see that the next step in the artificial intelligence is making machines that do not only see like the bionic eye, but are truly sensitive to the environment in which they exist and the environment in which they interact. The whole progress is making human brain revolutionize computer vision. Is neuromorphic engineering. It's a new subject which has come up. Neuromorphic engineering. And it uses clues from the human brain to revolutionize computer vision. Computer could see the way the camera works, then the selfie started working, was practical envisioning of the capability of the machine to see. But here, the machines will have a capability of not only seeing, but also have a vision. When they act, react, and exist in an environment, they are able to perceive things, not with a physical vision, but also with a mental vision. And this envisioning of a practical, intelligent, vision-enabled system is going to be the hallmark of the new machines. The challenges are endless, but so are the rewards to the society. The new development shall enable us more safely to work in the hazardous professions. They'll be able to work. They'll be able to communicate. And it's an ironic that they will also overcome the natural limitations of the human beings, and the deficiencies of the human system would be resolved by the machine system. So the whole mystery of the God creating the complex system is in fact being smashed to atoms. Now, let's believe what shall be the result of this biological inspired vision technology. This biological inspired vision technology could result in absolutely 100% accident-free autonomous vehicles. Secondly, high-speed drones and delivery vehicles operating without risk of any accident. Elimination of danger and risk through advanced warning systems. And most important, symbiotic collaboration between the humans and the robots. And one thing more, extremely important, end of blindness and vision loss. We already know that the doctors have developed bionic eyes, and these bionic eyes are able to impart vision, capability of seeing to the blind people, to the people who are visually challenged. But the cost of this bionic eye is prohibitive, and not everybody can use it. But once you can integrate that system with the machine, and that machine is there for you, then this symbiotic relationship I'm talking about would come into being. You see, what is machine vision? Capturing image through a machine is not a new concept. We know that. For the last 200 years, the camera has been in existence. But that is pixels arrayed in light they receive. However, now it's different. With a supercomputer and the selfie arm of the supercomputer, machine-friendly imaging has been mapped out in a discipline known as neuromorphic engineering, what I talked about earlier, the new discipline that has come up. Now, this new discipline, this new subject, which is yet to be taught in the universities, but is an extremely important step for the people who are working in this field. It uses clues derived from architecture and process engineering and process strategies of our brains. And what's the end result? Building up a better biological inspired approach to a computer vision. Now, this is something which is happening in the new knowledge areas, which is something happening in robotics and informatics. And the result is the machines enable themselves and enable the human beings not only to see, but to have a vision. We have to make a difference and understand the difference between seeing and vision. Seeing is physical. Vision is more metaphysical. And when we can see things and also envision things, then we move much higher than a mere physical life. And neuromorphics are enabling us to do so. This neuromorphic engineering is a subject which will revolutionize not only the process of education, but the integration of education with a human life shall for the first time be achieved. You know, people used to study literature to humanize themselves. But here, you are studying something, a subject, which encompasses psychology, encompasses literature, encompasses architecture to build a better human being. And basically, again, let's not forget, it's a process of evolution. The human vision system gives us a huge evolutionary advantage because we are sustaining a brain which is powerful enough to interpret the vast amount of data available. Whether we use that brain or not is immaterial, but the brain capability is there. Now that brain capability is transferred to the machine, and that at the press of a button analyzes the data which human being was capable, but it was a tougher job. Now it becomes much more easy. For example, the photoperceptors in your eyes report to the brain when they detect a change. But the brain may just bypass it. The machine is so programmed that it will not bypass it. It would absorb it, interpret it, and make it available for reference as and one needs. This process has led to the emergence of shortcuts to cope with the deluge of data. Every day we hear we are living in an age of information. There's so much of information that human beings cannot process it. There's so much of information that most of it goes above us. But now there would be data which is available, which will be processed and can be used for the good of the human being. In a controlled environment, the sophisticated data processing and post-processing is dealing with the limitation of the traditional video imaging. The basic concept of the vision in the machine is the concept of less is more. The human beings, less is more is the key, because the brain, though capable of processing, normally doesn't process. So, rather than analyzing the images frame by frame basis, as our eyes certainly cannot do that, the new paradigm in the system is selectively selecting visual information according to the change of scene. Now, is this beneficial? Yes. It's of great advantage to the human beings. It would help us, a new generation of bio-inspired vision sensors, which will relate artificial intelligence to the computer vision for the betterment of the mankind. And the biggest scourge, the blindness, would be a thing of the past. Now, what is required? It's high time that we bring an approach similar to the way the human eye operates in order to enable new levels of convenience, safety, quality of life. When we talk of the quality of life, the whole impact of artificial intelligence, as a matter of fact, undeniably, is ultimately to enhance the quality of life. When the human beings are rescued from the drudgery of day-to-day life, when the human beings do not have to deal with the drudgery of the chores every day, then they can concentrate on the higher qualities which lead and enable them to become better human beings. And that is the way this is working. Now imagine a machine could earlier see and only see physically. But when it can interpret that sight and then correlate it with a past experience and project that experience in an array of images to the processing center, and thereby emerges the complete picture of the vision, which for human being was nebulous. And that nebulous image becomes much more concrete, much more physically viable and comprehensible. So the visions which were just abstracts would be concrete. And the visualization of those visuals would help in actualization of a dream. You know, the visions always had a dream-like quality. But with the machines interpreting them and putting a concrete picture shall lend a sense of reality to those visions, make them viable, make them easily comprehensible, understandable, and enable us to relate to those visions so that we can translate them into reality. It's a great advance for the human beings, for the Homo sapiens, to jump, or rather to take a quantum jump in the evolutionary process. What used to happen in millenniums is happening in years, months, days, and nothing can be better. The neuroengineering, which is extremely important, is going to open new vistas, new avenues to a better life, to a higher understanding, and enhance multi-dimensional aspects of life. Let's hope we enjoy the fruits of it. Thank you.